guys, welcome back to the LS Darius YouTube channel. Behind me, this right here was my granddad's truck. So this is gonna be like episode number 1 of a long series. I hope I'm not a silhouette. I gotta check. So this will be like episode 1 of many to come. It's not gonna be an overnight process. It may be a year, it may be 3 months. I don't know how this build is going to go, because I have a lot of things that I want to do to the truck, but I'm also trying to keep it within budget, but I'm also trying to make it nice. I'm trying to do like a semi-restoration on this thing. So I'm gonna get into them details a little bit later, but I would like to tell you a little bit of the history of this truck here. So this was my granddad's truck. He passed away back in 2013, and I was 15 years old whenever he passed away. And after he had passed away, I had my eyes on this truck for a very long time. His wife still had the truck in her possession, but of course, you know, it's sentimental to her as well as it is for me. So it took a little bit of time. I asked her about the truck after he had passed away, but you know, being at a sentimental value, she wanted to hold on to it a little bit longer, but the truck had been sitting for like 10 years. So something that came about like this past week, and I decided to call her up on the phone and ask her if she would be willing to sell me the truck or let me get the truck or whatever, because like I said, I would hate to see the truck just go down. She agreed that she would let me get the truck. So I went over there yesterday and I picked the truck up, and you know, we reminisced about some old times. You know, it's just, this truck has been in my family for a really long time. I remember my granddad used to take me to school in this truck. He used to pick me up at the bus stop in this truck. I mean, it's just a lot of memory. So my goal here is to restore this truck back to its former glory and try to make it as nice as possible. I mean, that's what I want to do here. This is an 86 C10 long bed. I know everybody wants the short bed, but hey, this is what I got. I talked to a couple buddies about it. You know, I could shorten it and make it a short bed, but I think I'm gonna try to keep it as original as possible. But I do want to add a little bit modern day touch to it. I would like to have the old body with like new suspension, new engine. Right now it's got like a 350 in it. I'm not too sure what motor exactly it is, but if you're Chevrolet, you know what motor it has. It's got a 350. I think it's a 700 R4. It's like the modern day, well, it's the old style 1260. I'm taking all that out. So my plan here is I would like to try to buy like a Suburban or a Yukon XL that has like either a 6.0 or 6.2 in it, 2-wheel drive. And I would like to take the frame from underneath this truck, since it's a little bit rusty and it's outdated, like with the suspension parts and the brakes, because this one have drums. I would like to go to a disc brake. I would like to take the frame from a Yukon or Denali and put it underneath this truck, if possible. Also use that vehicle as a donor to take the engine, transmission, wire harness, and all that out as well. So like I said, I'm still gonna have the old school body, but it's gonna have like new school part. It's gonna be more modernized. You get what I'm saying? So that's my plan for this truck. Like I said, it's gonna be a long build series. I don't really expect to have this thing running before the year's out, but who knows? I don't know what the future is, being that I have other projects that I'm working on at this moment. So this truck here isn't going to be prioritized as much as I would like it to be, but I just want to make sure whatever I do to the truck, my granddad would be real proud of me, you know? This truck here is coming to stay. I would never sell this truck. No matter how much money you offer, I would never sell it in its current form or whenever I restore it. I plan on keeping it, driving it. I want to put some miles on it, drive it back and forth to work. If I want to take a beach trip, I would like to take a beach trip. That's why I want to do like the newer model, the LS 6L80 transmission in it. That way I can just strike off and drive this truck wherever, like any other modern day vehicle. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna open it up a little bit. As you see, it's dirty. I picked it up yesterday. It's got 3 flat tires. I haven't aired the tires up. As a matter of fact, a lot of them won't air up. Some of them busted, some of them dry rotted from sitting up so long. But I'll give y'all a better inside look of what we have going on. If you're interested in buying this motor and transmission, from what I remember from 10 years ago when they last parked this truck didn't have 3rd and 4th gear in the transmission. But I'm pretty sure the motor was good. Now, I didn't try to start the motor. I was going to, but I decided I didn't want to mess with it. So if somebody want to throw me an offer for the motor and transmission combo, or vice versa, if you just want the transmission as like a core or the motor, you just let me know. Best way to reach me is through my Facebook at LS Darius. And yeah, you can message me there. But other than that, everything else is here to stay. All right, so this is a 86 Chevrolet C10. You see what that sign say? My granddad actually put that sign on here. It says the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. So I want to restore this truck back to its former glory. Make it nice again, you know? Show you under the hood first. We'll work our way front to back. Truck is a solid unit. It's very solid. This is what we're working with. Whole bunch of distributors and carburetors and stuff that I don't even know about. This is way before my time. Way before my time. I don't even know how to get started even working on this thing. So I think a 6.0 or a 6.2 will look perfect sitting in here. Get rid of all this big radiator shroud, put a regular factory GM radiator back in here. Clean up all the wires. I'm gonna take all this stuff out. Y'all see my Camaro, like how clean I got the engine bay. I would like to do this engine bay here the same way. Paint the inside to match the outside of the truck. But yeah, this is what we have. I don't really know what I'm looking at. A whole bunch of dirt dabblers, that's about it. And cobwebs. But yeah, I mean, got another wasp nest right here. Ain't no wasp out here because it's kind of chilly. But the hood is straight as an arrow. Hood is straight. I'm really amazed at how straight the body is. Now, the only big dent that this truck has is this door here. It's got this dent. But I got a good body man. He can pull this dent out, make this thing look like it was never even there. The doors, let me show you how good the doors open and close. Doors open, and I'm not even gonna use no effort. Watch this. See how easy that was? Look at this. No effort. And it's closed. It's like that on both sides. Like this old truck. The bed sides are good. There's no dents in them. I want to take all this trim molding off. I don't really care for it. I think I want to try to keep this panel on the back if possible. Try to keep that panel. The bumper, I think I'm going to try to go for like a roll pan style bumper on the back. I don't really care for these bulky bumpers. Get me some, I'm going to run new exhaust all the way out the back. Dual exhaust, but I might have them dumping out the sides. I don't really care for the exhaust coming straight out the back. To me, they're like an old man truck. Even though it is an old truck, I would like for it to look more modern. It's got the two-tone going forward, so you got the gray at the bottom, the blue at the top. But I think I'm gonna do it a solid color. I don't think I'm gonna do. And then I'm also gonna lighten this color up. So it's a darker blue. I think I'm gonna put like a lighter blue on it. I seen a C8 Corvette yesterday. I don't know if it was a factory color, but I'm gonna assume it was. I'm gonna go on Google and try to find the paint code to it. And that's the color I would like to paint this truck here, because it was a very, very nice color. We have a little bit of rust here on the rocker. Well, this is the cab corner, not the rocker. We have a little bit of rust here. It's not too terrible, but all this here got to get fixed. Also, we got a little spot here on the bed. Reason I said I want to go ahead and throw a new frame under it is because it's a little bit rusty under here. I mean, it probably can be saved, but if we clean this frame up and we make it as nice as it's supposed to be and put new brakes and rotors and new leaf springs, because as you can see, it needs new leaf springs, it needs new shocks. I'll be done spent a fortune. I have a lot of time invested. I think it'll be easier just to pull this body here off and set it onto a new frame. So after doing my research last night, I think this truck here is 130-inch wheelbase, and like your Yukon Denali XLs or your Suburbans, they're 131.5 inches. So it's only like 1.5 inches difference. So we can divide the 3/4 of an inch up between the front wheel and the back wheel. And I think that frame is set on here. Well, I think this truck is set on the frame perfectly. So that's just my idea. I mean, of course, things change, but I think that's the easiest way. Of course, they make motor mounts for any car, like the LS swap, but I think it'd be a little bit easier putting the Suburban frame underneath this truck and just leaving the motor and the transmission in there. You already got the cross members, you got the motor mounts. I mean, all that stuff adds up. It's like, it nickel and dime you to death trying to buy every little part to make the swap. So, like I said, I think it'd be easier just to swap the whole frame. As far as this grill here, I've been looking at the billet grills on like Summit Racing. They got some nice chrome billet grills. I think I'm gonna go with the billet grill, do some new LED headlights on the front, get rid of these old stock halogens. I think they're sealed anyway. You can't even replace the bulbs. I think if those lights go out, you have to just replace the whole housing. Get rid of that. Cab lights. Y'all let me know down in the comments if I should keep these cab lights or not. I'm not for certain. I don't really like them. I did a little bit of research last night. They said they came in a limited amount of trucks, but I've never seen them with the cab lights. I'm gonna go inside and look at the actual build sheet on this truck and try to see exactly, like, if it came from the factory like this, I'll leave it. But if not, I'm gonna weld those holes up and get rid of those cab lights. Let's take a walk on the inside. So this is what we got. This was an old work truck, so of course it needs a lot of TLC. Got an old carburetor here. I don't know if they was trying to put this carburetor on here to start it. I know this truck's been sitting for 10 years. That's the only reason I said I didn't want to start it, because I know the gas tank, it says they have a half a tank of fuel in here. I'm pretty sure that gas is bad, so I don't even want to waste my time. I think we got a little bit of, this is probably like drywall dust. It ain't no telling. But I'm gonna come through here and I'm gonna clean it up really well. Clean all this stuff out. Give y'all a little look at the interior. Man, so I want to do some research. I would love to keep the old school gauges in here, but I want it to work with the new motor. I don't know how well it's gonna work, like the RPM, speedometer, all that stuff. I would like for it all to stay working. But if not, we have to figure out another solution. Got the bench seat. Got the nice dash pad. What's wrong with the dash? Oh, the dash is a little bit cracked. We can always fix this. Or we'll leave the dash pad, depending on what we do. Headliner's in good shape. So at least I know the cab lights wasn't leaking. I mean, overall, this is a solid truck. I mean, it's not a bad truck at all. This is the seat. He put this cover on trying to protect it. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit messed up. But, I mean, what do you expect for 86? It's not going to be perfect. This ain't a new truck by any means. It's an old truck. It's a very old truck. And I forgot to mention, so these pedal assemblies here, I'm going to have to take these off, and I'm going to put the ones off the donor vehicle back in here. Since everything is drive-by-wire and this is drive-by-cable, it's a lot of work to try to convert it over. Take a drive-by-wire vehicle and try to convert it over to drive-by-cable. It's just too much work. So I'd rather just do the drive-by-wire and just be done with it. I know cable is better, but we're going to do the wires. We're going to come back around here to the back. So tailgate, it's in pretty good shape. I might use 2 hands, but it opens up like really well as well. Like, I mean, the truck is solid. There ain't no rust. Oh, this is like surface rust, of course. Like him throwing tools in the bed, but the bed is in really good shape. I'm gonna try to crawl up here. Move some of these tires. These are the tires that was actually supposed to go on this truck. Just never put them on. Trim rings for the rims. They're a little bit beat up, which I'm gonna put different wheels on here anyway. Like some Rally Sports or something. I don't know. We're gonna see as time go on. The roof, while I'm up here, I'm gonna show y'all the roof. The roof ain't in bad shape. Of course, the paint is popping off because it's been sitting in one spot for 10 years. Like, I'm just happy it's not worse than this. A little paint flaking off, but we'll grind all this down. I mean, we'll sand all this smooth and grind it down. He'll do whatever he need to do. Just make this truck real nice. But, I mean, if you look down here, bed is solid. Look at that. Look at this. The bed is solid. There's no rust in this bed. I'm gonna have my boy Kurt. He's gonna put a bed liner in here. He don't know it yet, but he's gonna put a bed liner in here. I'm gonna let him paint this truck. Of course, after we do the swap, we're gonna let the paint and all the body work be the last thing we do to this truck. So if I have to drive it like this for a year, like in this shape here, I don't even care. First thing I will do though, I will at least bed liner the bed to try to preserve it. This is gonna be a true daily driver, so it's gonna get some use. On that note, I think this is gonna be the end of the first series. I'm going to, next video, I'll probably like do a wash video. I don't know if y'all be interested in watching that, but I wanna document everything that I do to this truck. So then whenever I get older, in 20 years from now, whenever I give, let's say I give this vehicle to my son, I can look back at the memories of me working on this truck and seeing where the truck came from, you know, and then it's just always nice. I just love to have videos and pictures to look back. I feel like memories are everything. And I don't feel like I had enough memories with my granddad. So I'm trying to make as many as I can with my son. And I'm also trying to document a lot of the things that I do in my life, so I can have something to look back on and see my progress, see where I came from. Like, I may look back at this video and like, dang, he sounded like a turkey in that video, and I didn't know what I was talking about. I might take the frame off this truck and put a modern day frame under it, so it have all the modern day suspension parts and motor and transmission. And then in 20 years from now, I might say, dang, I was an idiot. Why did I do that? But hey, it's part of life, right? The older you get, the more wiser you get. I think that's how it is. So I'm very excited for this build. Again, this truck really means a lot. So I really don't want to be cutting a lot of corners, but I'm also not going to try to do like the highest end restoration. I'm gonna do what I have to do to get the truck back in good running condition and just drive the truck, enjoy the truck. That's my plans. Not looking to win no car shows. I'm not winning to win no drag races. I'm just looking for a nice, clean daily. But anyway, if you like this video, comment your thoughts on this new build. If there's anything y'all can recommend on what I should do or how I should do my build, y'all let me know. What would y'all like to see? I mean, I'm all ears. I'm not really set in stone on anything yet. I don't know. It's just ideas that I have. I threw up in the air. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all comment, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.